Black men have the opportunity to leave. Black women don't have the opportunity to leave. Like in a household, Black women stick through. We support ourselves, we support our children, we support our men, we support our families. Black men can leave when they want to. If y'all don't like it, if it gets too hot, you leave. So that's what I find a lot of times is the issue. So when we're trying to hold everybody accountable, Black men tend to leave. They tend to not want to hear or deflect. Oftentimes that's the situation, or that's what I find.
And I would love to get back on topic about Janae and her fiance. Let's please, and I have a question specifically to the topic. Do you guys believe that he truly loved this girl? Yes or no?
No.
No.
I believed he loved what she could do for him. You know.
I don't know. And why you guys feel, besides her being unalive, why y'all think she didn't love her? Besides her, we got background. Whoever got that background, can y'all please mute up? Okay. I would like somebody to answer, besides her being unalive, obviously, why do you guys think he didn't love her?
The pictures. Look at her pictures, his eyes in the pictures. It doesn't look like love. It looks demonic. If you look at some of the pictures they're posted in, his eyes look evil.
She looks like a sugar. Like, I remember my mom used to say something called sugar daddies back in the day when I was growing up. And that's exactly what she looked like. She looked like one of those girls that's with a sugar daddy.
I think she actually liked him because I think she enjoyed seeing things that she probably normally didn't see in her other relationships. So I think it was exciting to her. It was exciting to her, and it was new.
They can like the sugar daddy. That's they can like their sugar daddies.
His eyes are very
So
it's so true.
I guess my frustration. Oh, I'm sorry.
You good? And then the age, like, he looks so older than her. Like, you know, like he looks like he can be like her granddad or something. Like she just like the age difference. And sometimes, like, you know, they say like when some young girls would date an older man because they think, oh, it's better, or you know, he will be more mature, he will take care of me. But sometimes older men will go for the younger girls too, so he can get a hold of you, like, you know, take advantage of you, because he can't do that with a woman his age.
Manipulate you. It moves you.
Exactly.
I think it was like a dynamic of beauty, and that like he was objectifying her. I think, and I say this because a lot of women, and not just Black women, but a lot of women in general, are really leaning on like my beauty, their beauty, and this is, you know, and looking for that soft life, right? And so when you're seeking that, you tend to find a certain type of man.
Now just drop to where so I can add somebody else to the queue. Okay, you guys can talk. I'm just trying to control.
So I don't think it was necessarily love. I think it was a certain dynamic, and where she's beautiful, and maybe he has money or resources or whatever, and so that was the relationship, and maybe she thought it was love because it was different, but I don't think he really loved her.
I agree. There are a few facts that I found on
But have y'all discussed the fact that, you know, they were into it? If he was this such upstanding man, why were they into it? Why were the people calling and complaining?
right, they were arguing the whole time. People were saying,
That's a red flag.
Yes, this whole thing is definitely a red flag. I do agree with that. His eyes were giving deceit. You know, there's no reason to look as evil as he did in them pictures.
Look at that picture. I mean, he looks demonic in there.
Yep. Which one?
His eyes.
Have you saw the one with them in the bathroom when she's got on her lingerie and he doesn't have on a shirt? Looks like he has a towel wrapped up around his waist with a glass like right next to her.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Now listen, I want to take y'all there right quick because they said there were like nooses or whatever in the room. When you're talking about a villa, you're talking about like strings where, you know, they could be tied or whatever. And when you're out in a space like that, you don't know what escapades are going on in those rooms.
Can I share a few facts with you guys?
Hold on one second. I have a new panelist to the panel. She would like to make a statement. Tell us your thoughts, Evie.
Hey, Evie, my bookie butt. Hey, how are you?
To the case, it's very, very sad. But unfortunately, it isn't new. I think
even Goddess, you mentioned in the chat that you posted another incident that happened. There's another incident that I think Kylie, you probably mentioned on another panel I saw you in. That another, or I think it was someone else, another Black woman, her life was taken by her partner because she asked him to clean up before they went on vacation. And then seeing almost the justification of her life being taken because of tweets, or that's what you get for being with a white man. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, how could you say any of that when her life is gone and the circumstances around her passing is very suspicious? I'll say that for now until open panel.
Thank you so much, Evie, for your thoughts. You can continue, X Kelly.
Okay, I did some research on this last night, and a lot of things that people don't know is the guy actually is in jail. Over there, he's being held. He's being held in jail, but they don't. Over there, when you get, like in the United States, when you're arrested, they have 24 hours to bring a charge against you. Over there, they have as long as they can take. And if they think it's murder, they can have even longer. Even if he asks for a lawyer, they're still allowed to question him. Another thing is that over there, 30% of women by the age of 18 are SA'd by the time they're 18. So over there, it's not like it is over here. We're more into domestic violence. I believe that she is going to get justice because it's been a lot of public outrage. Cardi B has spoke on this. Iggy Azalea actually did a tweet and said that she used to do business with him up until 2024, but she stopped because he was shady. People
Did you say what kind of business?
Iggy didn't say exactly. I didn't read all her tweet. I just seen parts of it. But Iggy Azalea actually knows him and said that she used to do business with him, but she discontinued it in 2024 because he was a shady individual.
Oh, wow.
Another thing that people don't know is that this man had an insurance policy out on her, and his business was tanking. He actually is trying to start another business because he owes people money from this crypto business. So all that money that he says he has online, that's not true. And I believe that the reason that he did not, or first of all, the parents are not, if this woman does have money, the parents can't touch it. It's frozen. You have to have a power of attorney to get that money. So people that are saying that, it's sad. And I believe he would not do that because we have better forensic science here. If her body was to come back here, better believe the United States is going to find out. Not only that, the coroner contacted the U.S. Embassy because she has 2 marks around her neck. And if she did what they claimed, she would only have 1. So the coroner actually got a hold of the U.S. Embassy. So the U.S. Embassy is actually involved in this.
As they need to be, because she was definitely an American citizen. They need to be all over this. But I would like to make another point. If you loved her like you claim you do, or whatever it is, why didn't you offer to fly her body back to the United States? Why do her family need to make a GoFundMe? That is so annoying to me because a concerned fiance, the energy would be totally.
That's exactly it. A concerned fiance, someone that loved her. He obviously does not love her, or he would have done that. If he is supposed to be, they were engaged, so he was supposed to marry. He was wanting to marry her,
which makes
Come
her
here,
his
mama.
responsibility.
Exactly. And he took her. I mean, how many of us, our parents told us, you go together, you leave together, wasn't it? You go together, you leave together.
You come home together.
Yes. Yep.
No matter what happens, he's supposed to protect her regardless. If you are such a concerned fiance and you don't know what happened to her, you should be flipping out. You know what I mean? You want to hold the resort. You want to hold the resort responsible. You want to hold the people at the resort responsible. If something happened to me and my man out there, if something happened to my man out there, I'm holding everybody responsible.
Ma'am, may I say something?
There's also 10 people besides him that they are questioning. And like I said, he is actually in jail. He hasn't been charged because the law is different out there. but he is actually in jail. When they say he's being questioned, he is in a cell. Can I ask real quick?
Okay, I was just gonna
I just want to
just
see it myself.
Hold on. I'm gonna let Queen go first because she tried to say something first, and as soon as she gets done, you can go, EB. Go ahead, Queen.
yeah, I was just gonna say he asked for her hand in marriage. So I'm not understanding why he couldn't pick up the phone and call her. And then this is my thing. She had called her mom. She had let her know about the situation. But in that interview, that mother, that father, I didn't know that that was two couples sitting right there. I thought that was an attorney. I thought that was her mom, her dad, and her sister. That did not seem like they were grieving over anybody. Like, seriously. And those are my thoughts. I'll wait.
I haven't seen the video. All I know is the fact that he waited 11 hours to say anything is crazy work. If my partner's stubbed a toe and he's in the hospital, I'm texting mom like, hey mom, he's fine. We're just in the hospital, this time together, so you don't hear from anywhere else. That's crazy. And then the fact that I think in news articles I read, it said that he gave very little detail, and then like the whole thing, they didn't get the full picture until either the hotel or the hospital told them. That's awful. That's awful work. You're strange. You're at the very minimum, if he didn't do it, but I believe he did. You're an awful human being. But I did wanted to know, Callie, where you got the information, like the life insurance stuff and all the other things that you're mentioning. I wanted to see it too.
Go on YouTube. Tisa Tells has talked to the like different people that are over there, and she's had people translate it. There's a couple of people on YouTube that have facts about the hotel and stuff like that, but that's where I got it. Yeah, because Tisa Tells does a lot. I don't know if you guys know who Tisa Tells is, but she's been on Nancy Grace, and she does a lot of investigating things. And so her and another one, they actually reached out to the hotel because, like I said, when he took the insurance policy out on her because he doesn't have the money like he says he does. He wanted to start another business, and he's been to Africa before, and he thought by taking her over there that it would be just swept under the rug. What he didn't count on is the outrage from people, because Cardi B has spoke out on him. Iggy Azalea spoke out about him, and I think she knew Kevin Gates. So there's a lot. More people are speaking out on it and are outraged. That's why it's getting so much attention, and he didn't count on that.
You know who this guy reminds me of? It's probably not no correlation here, but I still need to say this because it's heavy on my spirit. So y'all know the man from Tenderism that was working, that had that tender barbecue and everything, right? Remember that man went behind his back and got that LLC under Tenderism, tried to swindle him. That's the energy that her husband is giving. He giving Tenderism. And that's how I feel about that. You know, this brother is for a come up. He is for a come up because I heard them say that he took a $10 million hit with that crypto shit.
Exactly, last November.
They said he took a $10 million hit. So I think it's true that he do got a life insurance policy on her. And I also believe she probably didn't know nothing about it.
Well, ma'am, they were doing business together. They were doing business together. And if you know anything about the industry, if you know anything about industry work, there's always going to be there's going to be a policy because there's business. If my business partner is unalive, then how am I going to, keep the business going?
In these tweets,
you should be aware of that. You can say something wrong. Go ahead.
Is anybody just in fact?
He's breaking up real bad on my end.
We can't hear you.
Okay, I'll come back in a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so in Tanzania, they have a little bit of a problem. So you have a lot of practices that are biased for the natives, which are Africans and black people, and like the the racism a little bit more aggressive. The Europeans feel a little bit more out to do the things that